Isaac, Benny, William, and Vincent. This is your dad. And this is kind of the first video in a while that I'm going to talk to you guys. And I'm going to explain a lot. I'm going to do this every week. And I'm going to put it on YouTube so you guys can see when I did it. And because it looks like it's going to be a while before I see you guys. And that hurts me a lot. That I love you boys. You guys are everything to me. And I know a lot of people are talking bad things about me. It's not true. You're going to learn in life that people have their own agenda. Your family, well, our family, your mommy's sisters, for some reason they never liked me. And they're taking full advantage of it now. But I'm going to keep fighting for you boys. Even though they tell you that I don't. Your mom and I, that's a funny thing, I love your mother still. But she does not know how to defend herself. She doesn't. And it's so sad. She can't defend herself from her own siblings, her own mother. And they just control her. And it's so sad, boys. Hope you defend her because, well, even if you can, because that's what I did, it doesn't work. You have to defend yourself. So, for a while, your mom and I always joked, and we figured out that people just typically are naturally rebellious. I brought it up, and then she noticed it, and we talk about it. Like anything, like if you say, oh, I like this song, or I like this movie. No, it's not. They just naturally say something that's the opposite. It's like a debate. For some reason, it's in us. So I was scared that your mom might get convinced from your siblings, or from her siblings, your aunts and uncles, to leave me. Because Easter a couple years ago, they show the true colors of what they think of me. And I believe they want me to be gone. And I figured let's do that strategy. So I brought up divorce. I never wanted a divorce. I never called. It's all strategy to get her back, to get you guys back. That's all my strategy end goal was. So if I were to bring up divorce, she would do the opposite. No, I want to get better. I want you to get better. I'm waiting for you, and we can work this out. Something. But it didn't. They took full advantage of it, and then they're taking actions as if we're getting a divorce. That hurts, boys. That really hurts, because what I've done, and I'll tell you right now what I did, so there's no confusion. I got frustrated. Very simple. When you guys get older, that's why I love you boys so much, because you will understand this. Only you boys will understand this. Well, when you get older and you provide for a family and you're not cutting it, you're not getting enough money, it messes with you. We are men. We are supposed to provide for our families. And when I wasn't, it really hurted me. Ever since Isaac was born, we always had money troubles. And I tried everything. I never quit. Even now, I never quit working. For some reason, it was like that. I would lose a job, or sales would go low, and it was never in the cards. And I kept going, and I just got frustrated. So I said, I hate this effing house. I hate this effing family. Which I didn't. I did not. I will never hate you guys. But I got so frustrated that I threw the little container of clothes down to the ground. I kicked the toy that just stayed there by the kitchen table foot, and then I slid the plate off the table, and it landed on Vincent. And only God knows, and me, but God and I only know that I never saw Vincent. I never saw him. I know I spanked you guys hard. I know I raised my voice very scarily sometimes. And that's why I went to counseling to stop the spanking. Nan, your mommy knows. Your mom knows the effort I did to be a better father, even from 2019 to 2023, which was last year. We're in April, 27th of 2024 right now. And your mother knows how much I've done for our family. And she tries to say it's my childhood, like all this stuff, or my dad. No, it's very simple. I was never like this before. I never had this anger before. And it's very simple. I could not provide. Because I noticed when I was providing, we didn't have too many fights. I didn't get angry as much. But whenever I have to exchange time to go and work, I think, man, I want to have fun with you guys, but I got to work to provide. And it just messed with me for many years. I hated it. It was miserable. I wasn't happy either way, because if I'm with you guys, I think, crap, I got to work. And then when I'm working, I'm like, crap, I want to see you guys. I did that ever since Isaac was a baby and mommy started working. He was 6-7 months when she stopped working. Ever since then, I had that. So I'm never an angry person when it comes to my family. It's just the providing. So I'm going to work for our Reina Clothier. I'm going to grow this business. I'm going to start it up. And I'm going to try to shoot for opening day of Isaac's birthday, May 17th. Hopefully I get all my ducks in order. But I'm going to fight for you boys. And if your mom decides to divorce, sucks. Because we had something beautiful. So many people wanted to tear us down. Because we were loving our children. We were caring for our children. We were caring about each other. Your mom and I loved each other. I still love her. After all this, I'll forgive her because I love her. So, but life is like that, boys. But we keep going. I'll talk to you more. I want to keep this at 10 minutes. Maybe even more often, but at least 10 minutes. But, yeah. I'm doing DoorDash. I'm going to go to a cigar lounge. That's my therapy. Relax, talking, getting to know people, networking. That's what makes me happy. Knowing that I can provide makes me happy. I'm sad because you guys are not with me. I haven't seen you guys in like 6 months. Besides just seeing you for like 2 minutes. That doesn't count. It's beautiful, but it didn't count. Felt like you guys were gonna leave, and you did. So I appreciate Isaac and Benny for walking out. So I don't know if you will remember that, but I will. And I don't know how long with this jail stuff, if I gotta go to jail again. All because I love you boys. I can't stop not thinking of you. Wait, is that double negative? I think I said it wrong. But you know what I mean. I can't stop thinking about you. I can't turn it off. Same thing with your mother. But you guys are wonderful. You guys never did me wrong. And I'm going to return that favor to you boys. I'm going to fight for you. I don't know how I'm going to afford a lawyer, but I'm going to fight for you boys. I'm going to pay for the child support even though I got no money. I'm going to do it. I'm going to find a way to show your mom that I care for you boys. I care for her, but that's a whole other story. Like, her family, I just despise. They're never on my side. They always thought of me as an outsider. And that hurted. Because I tried so much. I gave up my siblings. Because they said I was too much. That Nancy, your mom, changed me and everything. And I'm like, so what? I defended your mother. I defended your mother. And she never defends me. So, that's what sucks. But that's why you have kids. Especially boys. I'm blessed with 4 of you boys. And I'm going to fight tooth and nail to be with you boys. So, I'll talk to you soon. Whenever I get sad or go crazy in my head, I'm going to start recording. So I feel a little better when I talk. So, but yeah, it's very simple. It's just be happy with my family and have money. It's the way of the world. I know your mom doesn't believe it, but yeah, she doesn't believe it, but then she pushed this child support stuff on me. I'll teach you more about what child support really is. It's not going to benefit the kids, I can tell you that. But that's, yeah. Doesn't help no one. It's only a little bit. It basically gives you enough to replace the father, but not enough to survive. So she's going to have to find someone else. So it's designed that way to break up families. But your mother was convinced. Again, your mother, she's in that world. She's a slave to them. And that's why they hated me, because I was exposing them to her. I was letting her know that she's not a slave. She's free. She don't need to listen to them. Man, I could tell you stories how they were just so weird in the beginning. A 30-year-old woman can't even go out on a date without telling her whole family. Like, what a weird family. And they do this now. She's 40 years old and she goes straight back to her family. She's not dependent, or she's not independent. It's sad. She's like a lost cat. And people take advantage of lost people. I never took advantage of your mother. She was always free with me. I always asked her, do you love me? Because you could always leave. She always said yes. So, but I'm going to continue fighting for my family. Even if it doesn't include your mom, but I will always include her. Especially you boys. So, I'm going to continue DoorDash and go to do a, what do you call it? Have a good cigar. So, with Dr. Pepper. I like cigars with Dr. Pepper. It's like a good sugary sweetness of it, like a chocolatey taste between it complements it well. So, and as I talk more and more, I'm going to tell you guys lessons. I'm going to tell you guys as if I'm right there. I'm going to talk to you about girls. I'm going to talk to you about dating. I'm going to talk to you about business, everything on these videos. So buckle up. It's going to be a good ride. I'm never going to leave you boys. I'm going to find ways to communicate with you because I always love you. And man, I don't care if your mom won't let me see you boys. I will see you very soon. I will. This is just a drop in the bucket for God as far as time. It doesn't matter. Even if you're 18, you're legally allowed to see me then. It's 10 years from now. I'll wait. But I will see you. I will be here. I will pay for your things. And I'm going to pay even more because, like I said, the stupid child support is stupid. I'm going to pay more because you guys deserve more. I know how much it is to raise my family because I've done it for 8 years. And a third of my income is stupid. I was paying like 98% of my income to you guys. So, but again, they don't care about it. They just care just a little bit. Enough to separate, but not enough to be independent. Want you to break up families. So anyways, I'm going to give as much as I can to you boys. And I'm going to be giving you more. Because you guys deserve it. Mom deserves it. Not her siblings. Time will tell. So, I love you boys. I got to go work. Talk to you soon. Man, boys. That made me feel good by just talking. I told myself I want to do this like every week. I went, like 10 minutes? I came back from the last video. It felt good. It just made me feel like, man, like I'm close to you guys. That's good. Because I want to be close to you boys. So I think I'm gonna call it a day for DoorDash, because I'm gonna enjoy myself at what do you call it? Maybe I should go to Mass. I was thinking about going to Mass, but your siblings are not, or your mom's siblings not responding to me like always. I want to give you guys that distance, because I can't see you guys because of courts, and it just sucks. And by the way, biking is not the best thing to do. It looks cool, but you guys become bikers, it ain't the worst thing in the world. But yeah, it's definitely not my forte, but it seems cool. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day and go to Honeycomb Cigars. And that's why I'm like to do a lot more business there. So I might go to St. Francis, stay there for a little bit before Mass starts. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I got a little bit. It's not too far from Valley Mills, not Valley Mills, but from Honeycomb, which is on close to the intersection of Franklin and not Franklin. Oh, I'm passing by Franklin right now. It's on the corner, next to the corner of Bosque and New Road. So yeah, they said this week has been crazy. Went to jail again because I dropped off the stuff, dropped off the phone, the phone, my wallet, and the notepad of all the notes I wrote that your mom wanted me to write about my feelings and stuff, and I agreed. So for about a month, I think I've been writing stuff. I've been writing stuff off and on, but this one I was writing more como enseguido. Hope you know Spanish. But if you don't, no worries. And I'm not gonna fault you for not knowing Spanish, or make fun of you for not knowing Spanish. They should know English. We are in America, says the Taliban. So if you guys haven't get to know me, you're gonna realize that I'm a funny guy. I've always been funny. Your Uncle Dito was funny. I was funny. I still am. I've always been funny. It was just the anger that your mom will never understand, because she doesn't know what it feels like to maintain a household or be a leader of the household. It's a lot of responsibility, and it sucks, and it should suck, because I should have done better. And the moment when I felt like I can do better, she didn't understand me, or her siblings just took full advantage of it. But this week, your sister, your Nancy's sister, Reina, she called the police on me. I believe your mom didn't call the police. She did. I know for a fact the second time she did, because you guys weren't at the house. But since you guys will realize what this world is, I'm going to be upfront. I've always been upfront with you boys. I love it because you guys are real. So I think you took it seriously because I gave you that respect. And I'm going to continue giving that respect. I'm not going to treat you like little squinkles, little kids. No. You guys have proven to me that you are capable of understanding intelligent conversations. And I'm going to give you that respect. I tried to kill myself this week on Monday because your mom says she wants a divorce. And from the last video that I explained to you guys, that I brought up the divorce because what we always chatted about, joked about how people do the opposite. We're just wired that way. I brought up divorce. I said we should get divorced and I would walk away. I would terminate my rights. The whole 9 yards of the opposite. So she can say the opposite of that, which is the good, which is what I want. I never want to leave you guys. I never wanted to get a divorce from your mom. And no, I underestimated your mom's siblings. They took it as opportunity to say, okay, so I never imagined your mom leaving me. Never imagined myself leaving you guys. So one day you'll understand as men that when you put everything, you'll realize you're gonna learn. Well, not learn, but you're gonna discover what I've done for you boys, what I've done for your mother, what I've done for our family, sacrifices I've done. Lost a lot for your mother. It was worth it. But when she wants to end it, I'm nothing without you guys. So I had no reason to live. So I have a little stove because I've been living in my car since March. So it's been almost 2 months now in my car. I'll get to you too, the sacrifices, you know. But I won't quit. I'll never quit for you boys or for your mom. And I wanted to be with you guys and I couldn't. So I did the stove, which, you know, carbon monoxide poisoning. If you don't have a ventilation of a propane, it's odorless and you could die from it if you inhale enough of it. You're dizzy and I can't do the blood stuff. It just freaks me out. I can't do that. And it hurts. So I've never done it, but I never thought about taking my life, boys. I never. It's got to be, man. It's got to be. So I did it. I dropped off the stuff, gave all the money that I had in my wallet and then in my app that was investing for us. And I told your mom's sister, you know, the login so they can access it on my phone. And I was gonna leave. I was gonna go take my life. And I did. Stopped at the park, Cameron Park, to talk with God a little. I didn't want to do it, but I had nothing. If I don't have you boys, I had nothing. If I don't have your mother, I have nothing. So I went to a church, St. Francis, and tried to talk to God more and more, and I cried, and I got into the car and turned it on, the stove, and closed the windows and just kept saying the Hail Mary. Yeah, I didn't want to do this. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this. I'm scared. I was crying. I was there for like an hour and a half. Nothing happened. Then I got tired, just like talking. And I would just slowly close my eyes. I didn't know if it was it or not. I was just tired. And I woke back up. Something told me to turn it off and went back over there to try to get my things and start over. And The police got me because your mom's sister called the police and she gave the police my items. Mom didn't even see it. And I know that because it was on the police report. They took her information down, not mom's information. So, sucks how you think you know people and they just turn on you. Even your own family. And I'm convinced that your mom's sister, Raina, really likes me. Because I did ask her if she had a boyfriend first. I remember chatting with her, not flirting, but talking to her before I met your mother. Because her name was Raina and I thought it was cool because it's my last name. Thought she was kind of pretty, but definitely your mom's a lot more prettier than her. And she said she was dating someone. And I'm happy that I practiced it then, and I'm going to tell you guys now. Never mess with a woman that's taken. You just don't. There's trouble for everyone. And I never got into it. So when she said she was dating someone, okay. You know, I respectfully walked away, and I didn't really pursue it after that because it was just... But you're going to find a lot of men who do that, and that's very wrong. There's trouble on every side. There's no good out of it. But, and then little by little, I'm talked to your mom, spoke with her, and just, man, love right after that. Pure love. But, yeah, your Aunt Raina, she, you know, throughout the years, she tried to find a guy, never did. You know, 2 years, 3 years for another guy, 2 years with another, like, tried, but, and now she's essentially single now, my age, 36. And yeah, she's not happy. She has those 2 houses, has a cool car, all these dumb things. It's nothing. We were poor as hell, and we were happier than her. So, don't get fooled by that. And I just feel like she was jealous of us. Even your mom noticed that she would wear provocative clothes in front of me, and she would touch me a little more than normal, and she would, oh wow, she would compliment my body like I was losing weight. And sometimes I didn't even think I was losing weight. So I'm like, okay, something's fishy. Like, what are you doing? She even brought it up, your mom. So I just feel like she had this envy, like, man, you should have picked me. You know, can never prove it, but the proof is in the pudding. You know, I see it. And now she's going full beast mode, full on taking advantage of it. You know, she's gonna be the one that take care of you guys, and that's wrong. I'm the one that should take care of you guys. What in the world am I doing? I skipped the church. I'm having so much fun chatting with you guys. I'm like, I'm going to Belmead. What's going on? Gotta make a U-turn here. But yeah, just so much craziness for that. But that's not gonna stop me. You know, like, that's not gonna stop me. Your mom might not be salvageable because it's very hard. Pray for your mother, but help her more than pray. God wants us to work, not pray. And it's hard to take that out. Your grandmother, Juana, she's like that. She's 60-something years old now. So she cannot take it off. Is this weirdness in your brain that you just are like a little slave, and that's all you know how to do. You don't know how to defend yourself, and it's sad. It's really sad. I think it's funny because they're looking at me as the bad guy, but I feel your mother is not prepared for you boys at all, and I'm the one that's prepared. So it's weird how the world works, but if you guys know Spanish, no me agüito. I'm not gonna give up. I know what's real. I know what I've done for you boys. I'm not going away. I was creative then. I'm keeping our family afloat, and I'm creative again. I went through hell and back this whole week, and I'm good. And again, I'm not gonna see another woman. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a pretty handsome guy. And on top of that, I know how to start a conversation. So that's a fun little sacrifice I'll take for you boys, and for mother, or for your mother. But yeah, to me, love only one woman in your life, apart from your mother. But that's a different type of love. You love only one woman. That's your wife. I had my wife, and if she decides to divorce me, it's a free country. But I know what I'm gonna have to do to not show her, but to show you boys that I know how to care for you guys. Well, I'm a second half guy. It's already 15 minutes. Man, what happened to the 10-minute mark? And once a week. I passed the 10-minute mark, and I'm doing twice a week now. So, but anyways, I'm excited. We'll talk to you boys more. Isaac, Benny, William, Vincent. Man, you guys are going to be so powerful when you get older. I'd love to teach you boys all that I know. And I'll trust you boys so much. My father never trusted me, and that hurted me a lot. And you need to have trust. Your father needs to trust their sons. And I'm going to do that for you boys. I trust you from day one. That's why I let you play with the hammer. That's why I let you play with the accordion. That's why I let you guys jump all around. Like, I trust you boys. I trusted you boys. And I still trust you. So, but yeah, going back to the woman thing, it just caused more problems. And why would I want to hurt you boys by causing more problems? Bring another woman, bring another wannabe mother. No. I don't need to satisfy my urges of being with the woman, so I can hurt you guys of not taking time. No, all my time and effort is going to be in my family. I have one family, that's it. And there you go. I don't know if your mom's going to do the same thing. She said she might go become a nun. I doubt it. Again, I'm learning a lot about your mother, and it's just sad. I think she hides behind the religion. Again, I'm a stronger Catholic than she is, because I'm really living it. I'm really testing my faith is really tested. She hasn't been tested yet, because she never goes out. She's very reserved. And when I mean by go out, I mean never takes risks. In life, you gotta take risks. Gotta take risks. So, looks like no one's here. I'm approaching St. Francis here. And, yeah. So, it's about 6:30, so 7 o'clock the Mass should start. But yeah, so I'll let you guys go. Can't wait to talk to you boys more and keep it going. So bye. What a afternoon. I bought a little table, a small little table, or like a little small little table, and it broke. Hey boys. And I had to break it apart because part of it broke, and I just left it right outside the gas station garbage basket, and it didn't fit, so I put it to the side, but it fell and it just made a noise. I'm out of here. So long. But what a day, boys. Hello, Isaac. Hello, Benjamin, William, and Vincent. There are millions of tears that came out of these two eyes since these past 6 months since I last saw you boys. So like I said, I'm putting this on YouTube on like the private thing, and I have the link, and I'll put it in my email so I can send it to you guys when you guys get older, so you can see my journey of how I came back to you boys, because I love you guys so much. And you know, just I'll keep it real with you boys. Your mother doesn't understand me. Your mother underestimated how much of a wonderful man I am, and she tries to make me feel like I'm the worst person ever, like I have this issue. And no, it's just simple. And you guys will understand this, because we are all men. And mommy, I keep saying mommy because you guys are young, but sure, you're gonna call her mom sooner or later. But your mother's not a man. Your mother is let me open up the windows. Alright, let me there you go, so you can hear me a little better. Your mother's not a man, and she'll never understand what a man will go through to provide for his family. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And if you can't do it, you go crazy. It's just simple. You're not angry at the world. You're not angry at your childhood. No, I had a great childhood. My dad was a jerk sometimes, but that's the way life is. I was strict with you boys, but I always did it out of love. Nothing where I put my anger and go crazy on you guys. No. Yeah, I raised my voice, but when you have boys, you're gonna realize you're gonna have to be strict. And I'm seeing that with every other parent. But your mother made me feel like I was this evil person, and she's so far from the truth. And right now, I think I have it set up where I'm gonna pay child support for you guys, and I'll be happy to do it. It's not child support, it's taking care of my family. I always do it. I had a plan that I was gonna save and make even more, but in your mother's eyes, again, she's not a man. She'll never understand the future of what value is of money. She just doesn't. She's a very tender and caring woman, but she doesn't look at those things. And she thought very, very short term. She thought I wasn't paying for you guys or not caring. To the contrary, I have this whole plan for us. And even though I'm paying right now of the child support, it's okay. It takes a little longer then. But my plan will succeed. I'm excited about Reina Clothier. I'm going to try to open it on May 17th, Isaac's birthday, 2024. There in Hewitt, 515 Hewitt Drive is the suite. And it's a storefront, so I'm excited. But I wanted to tell you boys something real quick, is that when I came back from church, I left right before the 7 o'clock mass started, and it just opened my whole eyes. Like, I felt so much better just sitting there in church rather than participating in the mass, because it's pointless. Mass is pointless. All you do is get distracted. You're not really focused. It's pointless. You're just going there for show. And I saw everyone just slaves. You know, that's the bad thing about Catholicism. We're slaves to it. And see all these other men, older men, and they're just slaves. Not me. I have a cool relationship with God. I laugh. I was laughing a lot because I realized it more, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's a putz. and you think he was great because he helps out the church a lot, but it's nothing. Again, money is power, and anyone who tries to say, oh, you have to believe in God, bull dookie. I'll refrain from cursing. Baloney. Because even the Catholic Church seeks power. And look up history. How the Catholic and Protestant Reformation, how they expanded, how even before the Roman Empire, how around the Roman Empire time as well, but even before then, how the idea of God came about. It's all power. They want power. That's why the Catholic Church became so powerful, because they connected with other powerful people. And in order to be a large entity, you gotta have followers. And they made a very successful way of making them powerful. So, and how do they do that? With money, with material things. And then they preach the opposite. So you have to know when to become a leader. And that's what I want to teach you boys. These videos are going to help you to become a good leader. You can provide for your family the right way. Not about this, oh, put in God's hands. Oh, it's okay to be poor as long as you're happy with God. Baloney. Don't ever get into that lie that they say it's okay to not have a lot of money as long as you're rich in faith. Baloney. Money is power in this world. And until we leave this world, that's what we have to do. And that's what it is. So I'm a little late to the game, but I still got another 35 years before I turn 70, so I got time. Just give me 10 years. Isaac will be 17, 18. Benny will be obviously like 15. So you guys are good. You're still young. So, but I noticed there, and I left right after, because that's all I need is just to kind of have a good time there and sit in quietness and think about things, and that's it. Everything else is just for show. And then I went to cigar shop, and man, I really enjoy the cigar shop. That brings me peace. That brings me understanding. Just the camaraderie. And I love consuming the spirits there that I have, because every time when I do it, I have the structure where I know my limits, and I keep testing myself, see how it goes. And it's really cool. It's like you're thinking outside the box, or like seeing yourself outside your body, and it's really cool. All these years that I've refrained from it, I always thought, well, if I try, I might go crazy because I haven't tried. No, that has always been part of me, and now I can consume it differently. So I encourage you boys, do not drink. Do not drink alcohol. Do refrain from it. And then there's a way to appreciate it. So if you learn to control it first, and then you come with all the knowledge, and you can analyze, and then you can consume appropriately to appreciate, not to indulge. And man, I'm experiencing it now, and it's a beautiful routine, because you feel on top of everything, as opposed to someone, oh, let me have a couple drinks, oh, and then you have this habit of just keep on drinking. No. So practice the self-control first. Don't drink. That's what I did, and it's really neat. So I'll teach you how to do that too, but as far as appreciating it. But yeah, there's very, very, like half a shot. You guys will learn what a shot is. Kind of a small, couple ounces, I think. I would even argue a quarter of it I would finish in like 2 hours. And I'm just sipping on it every probably 5 minutes I would sip just a little bit. So it doesn't mess with your brain, doesn't make you feel woozy or anything. It's really, really neat. And then I have, because you're supposed to appreciate it by itself, not to mix it or anything. So as I drink that, I drink the other part of Dr. Pepper. I'm not mixing them. I'm consuming them separately, but at different times. So I have the sweetness as well, the sugary part, and then I get to enjoy it and complement it with the cigar. It's really neat. And then the friendship there, like just having a good time, it just feels great. So I would encourage you boys to get into cigars, because that really helps. And then I'm getting more connections with my clothier, so it's all connecting. But yeah, I had a great time today. But I was happy when I went to church. Again, not mass. I went to the church and I sat down about a half hour before mass started, and then probably like 20 minutes before mass started, people started slowly coming about, and then as it got closer to 7, more and more people came. But yeah, all the people I saw, I just laughed in my head, like, they're lost. That's what's crazy about religion, boys. We become slaves that we don't take on those serious roles, those serious objections in our lives. We put it in God's hands. It sounds great, right? But in reality, we're just passing blame. So when things really hit the fans, who do we blame? We blame ourselves. But yet we didn't do anything. So how can we blame ourselves if we didn't do anything? And then we can't blame God. So you're in this conundrum, this circle of just confusion. But when you do things, you know, hey, that's because I did it. So if something messed up, I know I made a mistake. I need to do better. But with this religion fiasco, it makes you think more and more, like, you don't know what the problem is. So let alone blame anyone. You don't even know what the problem is, because you always go back to God. Oh, this is what God wants. No, like, crap happens. We have to adjust. That's it. It's the way of life. Don't make it more complicated and say, oh, well, God might give me a sign or anything. Nah. So it was cool just talking with God. Like, you just talk to him. You don't have to do all these crazy rituals. They're boring. I know you guys find it boring. And it doesn't make sense, does it? And when you get older, we tend to get closer, and don't get that fooled by you either. You think, oh, as we get older, we get closer to God. No, we're just getting closer to death, and we get scared because we don't know if it's real or not. It has nothing to do with, if you believe. It's just, we're human. We're gonna say, oh crap, well, what are the odds if he is real? Oh man, I better perk up and get better. But why can't you get better just because you're a good person? You don't need God to do that. You just don't. You want a friend? That's great. He's with you. That's fun. But you have to take control of your life. And that's one big objection I'm learning about Catholicism, that it doesn't let you take control of your life. You're always going to be a slave. And there's problems there. And that's why I'm getting better, because I'm realizing that I control it, not God, or not, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. Or, no. I control it. I control my actions. I'm going to do this because I want to. Of XYZ. So, anyways, I hope you guys had a good day. I miss you, boys, a ton. Miss you, boys. But I have a plan. Don't worry. I've been watching the show on Hulu. It's called Shogun, and just is really opening my eyes of taking long view steps, at baby steps basically. So a long view of a game plan, and it's very successful. So I'm excited about doing it. There's certain things I'm doing right now that you just predict. If you know how they're going to react, make 3 more steps or 3 more moves in the future right now. So it all comes together in the future. So it's really neat. And I'm doing that right now, and my main goal is to have you boys with me. And if your mom comes, that's great. Like I said, I have nothing against your mother. I will always love her. She's just a kid still that cannot get out of that trap of her family. And it's sad. Only she can break out of it. We can't. And I personally believe that she'll never break out of it. She's damaged goods already. And it's sad because I truly love her. I will always love her. I will never have another girlfriend, another wife. No. My beautiful journey was with her. And she believes more of her family than what I can provide for you guys. So she chose her family over me. So can't force a woman, but I can control what I can do. So I'm getting tired. Speaking of controlling, I'm going to control on ending this video, but yeah, I really like this. Only been one day and I put a couple times, but I think I have a lot of memory with the Apple, and you can pay like 20 more bucks more a month and get like even triple. So I have a lot of memory, and it's worth it paying that, because this is the future, boys. So I'll talk about so many different things, but in the meantime, hope you guys, whatever you're doing, wherever you're at, if you're watching this when you're older, can't wait to see you boys, so I can teach you more about business, about how to provide for a family. And yeah, you guys are everything for me. You guys are it. Like I said, I'll keep repeating it, but if your mom wants to come along, fine. I always will love her, and I always will have my heart open to her. But you boys never wronged me. You guys never screwed me over. You guys always trusted me, and that means a lot. And I'm gonna return the favor with you boys. So I can't wait to see you boys. Love you guys. I'll go to bed. Good night. Hey boys, before I go to bed, this is still part of all one day. I want to show you this is how I sleep. Where I'm at Flying J on New Road and I-35, and I'm in the Denny's parking lot, but it's connected to Flying J gas station. I have my clothes, and I have a couple more suits that I'm getting excited, and yeah, this is how I sleep. Doing it for you boys. Instead of paying for an apartment or anything right now, I'm using this money to pay you boys what they call child support, but I don't like the word child support. There's no such thing as support. It's your family. That's it. There's no other word to describe family. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes to take care of my family. That's what men do. Your mom didn't understand me. She didn't understand what I was doing, my strategies. And But it has nothing to do with me not caring and providing for you boys. That will never end. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you this. Kind of cool. And then I got my book bag there. I take to Planet Fitness. I go to a Quick Trip to put gas and unload any of my trash or anything I have in the wastebasket. I need drinks. I don't get a lot of drinks. More water. But yeah. Love you boys, man. Again, you guys are the reason why I'm alive. I don't know if I told you, did I? Yeah, I told you boys what happened this week, so. But I'll talk to you more, and again, we are men, and we will help each other and be strong leaders, because we are Reign of Men. I'll teach you so much of it. So, and I'm gonna start writing down all the lessons of the day. There's a lot of them. I did write it down in a notebook, but I couldn't find it. You guys probably have it because I left it somewhere in the trailer and I could never find it. So I wrote it all the way down. It was a black and white notebook. You guys would like that one. I wrote some things in the early stages of being separated from you boys. Again, I don't blame your mom, but by her calling, it ruined us. By her calling the police, it ruined us. Yes, you can say my anger ruined us. That's valid too. But both are true. Not just me. We're in this together. I failed you boys because I was angry. But I believe that's valid because I was angry for a good reason. Instead of having my wife telling me, you know what, you're right. You are going through a lot right now. You have a lot on your plate. You're caring so much for your kids and your wife. You lost your job a week prior and you still go to work without complaining. I understand why you got angry. Let me be a better wife. No, she did not do that. She just thought of herself that, and yeah, she can say that she thought that your kids, or us, or our kids, which are you guys. But no, she didn't. If she would have thought of all of us, she would have realized that was a stupid mistake of calling the police. I'm no criminal. I'm a good man that just was frustrated and did an accident. That's it. I don't feel bad doing it. Vincent is perfectly fine. If I was a criminal, I would have really hurted him, and I never had no intention of doing it. But when you deal with the law, they don't care. Again, it's all money. So the actions by your mother ruined us. It's reality. You have to take it. So, but again, I still love her. She's still my wife. Doesn't matter if she divorced me on paper. I will always wear this ring. I'll always be married to her. And even if she goes through the annulment, I don't care. Even after the church's eyes, that's not God's eyes. I made a promise to God that I'll care for my wife through sickness and in health, for rich or for poor, and with our boys as well, which are you boys. So I ain't going nowhere. Start my business and keep on going. So it's good thinking about you boys. You guys bring me happiness. Cry a lot, but we'll get through this. So, but yeah, say goodbye to my fun little area for now, and I'm getting tired. So good night.